Hi, this is Mike with Illinois Gun Pros, and here to talk about the Illinois License to Carry. It's not actually called a concealed carry permit. It's going to be referred to as a license to carry. Public Act 98-63. How does it work and all that? Well, the long and the short of it is, before you can apply for the license to carry, once the applications are made available by the state police, you'll have to have gone through an 8-hour basic gun safety course, which is waived if you're an honorably discharged veteran, and then a second 8-hour class that is designed to just teach the law. 8 hours is a long time. Oh, well, in addition to teaching the law, you have to do a shooting qualification that's very easy and doesn't take but a little bit of time. So basically, you're going to be in a class for almost 8 hours just to learn the law. Is it that complicated? Not really. Probably the biggest thing that you need to realize is that we have the good fortune of some good state legislators and our NRA lobbyist in Springfield who got a safe harbor provision put into this law. It's not named as a safe harbor provision specifically in the law, but basically what it is it says that if you enter an area where you cannot legally carry concealed and you're in your car, you can't be prosecuted for leaving the gun in your car. So your gun can stay in your car, and the car is a safe harbor. Now, if you don't want to leave your gun in the passenger compartment of the vehicle, you can take it and put it in the trunk, or like if it's a pickup truck and you have one of those external huge toolboxes that is mounted to the cab or to the bed, you can also put it in there. However, if you're in the parking lot of a prohibited area, you can't just get out with your gun. You do have to unload the gun before you exit the vehicle. Then you can walk around the vehicle and put the vehicle in the trunk or in the secure lockbox in the pickup truck bed. So that's a good thing, because otherwise, if you're driving down the street and you pull into a parking lot to turn around and you're in a prohibited place like a school or a hospital, and you have a bunch of NRA stickers on your car, a cop could pull you over and say, "Hey, what are you doing in this parking lot? I'll bet you have a gun in you, don't you?" And it'd be a mess. So let's talk about what are the prohibited places, and I've got to read them here. I don't have them all memorized yet, but it's not so bad if you realize that you can have the loaded gun on you and in your car. It's only when you get out of your car in these locations that you have to unload and either put it in the trunk or just leave it in the passenger compartment of the vehicle. In that case, you don't have to unload. So any building, real property, and parking area. So real property just refers to land. So building or the land or a parking lot of an elementary or secondary school. So any school, preschools, childcare facilities, any state or local government buildings, any court buildings or a building being used for court proceedings, like a temporary court building, jails, correctional facilities, juvenile detention facilities, any hospitals, mental health facilities or nursing home, any train or bus or public transportation that's funded in part or whole with public funds. So if you're in one of those PACE commuter buses that you all, people will carpool in, you couldn't be in that either, carrying. Bars or restaurants, if more than 50% of the alcohol, more than 50% of the revenue comes from alcohol. So bars, no, but Applebee's or Chili's, that they mainly sell food, but they also serve alcohol, then you're fine. Any permitted public gathering, like a fair, not a black party, because that usually doesn't require a permit, but if you're having a Taste of Chicago or something like that, you can't be in carrying there, but there is a pass-through provision. So if you're on your way to your home and you've got to go through this to get to your home, then you're fine. Public playgrounds, you can't go there at all, but if it's a public park that has a bike trail or a hiking path that goes through the park, as long as you're on that path, you're fine, unless the path or bike trail is totally contained in the public park. So again, if you're just passing through, it's not against the law. Any special event retailer's licensee location. Again, I think that would be like a Taste of Aurora or Naperville Rib Fest or something like that. Anywhere in the Cook County Forest Preserves whatsoever, prohibited. Any colleges or universities, any off-track betting parlor, riverboat, gambling casino or other venue, a stadium, arena, or collegiate or professional sporting event. So if they have a professional or a college sporting event that isn't at a stadium or arena, it's illegal to carry there, or any stadium or arena. So you can't go visit the Bears and watch the Cubs or the Sox with a concealed weapon. No libraries, obviously no airports, no amusement parks, no zoos, no museums, any place prohibited by federal law, and that would include any nuclear facility. If it's a nuclear facility that's regulated by the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, this is safe harbor does not apply. You cannot even drive onto the grounds with a gun in your car, even if it's locked in the trunk. Even Nuclear Regulatory Commission facilities, nuclear reactors, employees can't even keep them in their car. So those are all the prohibitions, and with the exception of the nuclear facilities, you're safe if you're in your car and you need to defend yourself and you want to carry there. So a lot to take in. Maybe an 8-hour class won't be so bad, especially if the instructor, like me, is going to have a lot of other information and do some worksheets where we say, okay, this is where I live, this is where I work, what are all the prohibited locations between here and there, or where do I walk my dog, etc. So it's a lot to take in, and there's more to come on the new Illinois Concealed Carry Law, the Firearm Concealed Carry Act. That's Public Act 9863. If you want more information, go to IllinoisGunPros.com, and I'll see you soon.